today, boys.
What was the temperature? Cheyenne, you like the weather. What was the temperature? Cheyenne's here with us today.
Cheyenne?
Oh my God.
It feels like 100.
Okay, but what's the temperature? Greenie.
My car said it was 93.
Ew. Ew.
That was close.
Feels like 100. That's nasty.
Yeah, that's
some South Carolina weather.
Yeah. And it's muggy as fuck outside.
Yeah. Did it rain this morning?
I don't know, but I mean, I made it rain. As soon as I walked outside, the sweat was dripping off of me.
Listen, baby powder doesn't have nothing on.
No.
You know, and we can't even use baby powder because it's bad for your puss hole now.
Yeah, it's bad for you.
All that talcum powder, don't put that in.
Hey, I just let it roll. It'll roll right down my butt crack. And then it'll leave little kiss marks on the seats that I sit in. It's part of life.
Do you remember? When we played volleyball and we would get in them buses after conditioning and shit, and you'd like slip
on
the seats,
and you slide your butt cheek across the seat before you get up so you can wipe your your little butt kiss mark off your slug trail. It's so cute. I hope they sanitize. I bet there's MRSA on them buses still.
I got it, remember?
That's probably where from.
No, everybody at school freshman year there was a rumor that went around that I had my tail cut off. It's okay, Cheyenne, you can laugh.
I feel like I knew that. It's coming to back to my memory now.
Yeah. So I just it was 2 weeks 2 weeks before school let out. Like I missed finals week and everything. And I got back. I couldn't sit down. I couldn't walk. It ate all the way to my spine. Like when I finally went to the hospital, it had gotten gangrene. You could see my vertebrae through.
That is wild.
And it was like you could put your whole pinky in it. Yeah, and they're like, you probably got it from sitting on the bus or whatever
with your swamp ass.
Your swamp ass caused this. But the rumor got started that I had my tail removed.
Oh.
That's why I was gone for 2 weeks, was because I had my asshole cut out.
That's cute.
I didn't. It's still there.
Whoever started that rumor, if you're still living and didn't OD on heroin, will you let us know who it was?
Stop. And I remember what class it came out of, too. So if you... Oh, what was that old bitch's name? Oh, our freshman English teacher. I can't remember her name. Bitch. I can see her. I didn't like her ass. I can see she might be dead
Mr.
now.
Grant.
I started in Mr. Grant and ended up in Miss Andrews, maybe. I don't remember what her name was. I don't remember. I can't. Well, anyway, if you were in my freshman English class, I remember a couple of you that are on my Facebook that listen to this podcast were in there. So you,
that's probably
who did it? Who did it? Girlfriend, because I know you're gonna comment on it. Who did it? But you know what's even worse about that? So when they they ended up packing that wound with 3 yards of packing ribbon.
Holy shit.
You
had that
thunder
big of a
punched
hole?
my asshole with that stick and that ribbon. It was the most pain I've ever been in. I broke the hospital bed.
Do you enjoy getting thunder punched now?
Not in my asshole.
Oh. I like it slow sometimes.
It's I'm celibate. I'm a nun.
You're a monk now.
Yeah, well, my Gregorian chant says so.
Yeah. You said we were going to talk in tongues tonight. I was waiting for it.
No, but the worst part about that, so while
whatever it goes. Diddly. Is it diddly?
I don't know.
Diddly,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Diddly. You do too.
Do I?
Yeah, you do. You tried to do it just then. It was off of Sound of Music or something. I don't know. Go on.
This is going to be another one of those shit fuck episodes that make no sense.
Anyway,
but there is a theme today, probably.
There's a theme to all of our episodes, and that's it.
That's fair.
It's
shit
a train wreck.
No, but
dumpster
back
fire.
to it. The worst part about all that is when my second asshole healed, right? It healed in such a way that it made a shelf in my ass crack. So I have a double-decker asshole.
So you did get rid of your tail.
Mm-hmm. And they gave me one.
They gave you a shelf. What could you put on it?
I was putting little flowers on it for a long time.
Oh, that's good. Could you get it pierced like a belly button?
Probably. That's what it...
We should put it is it like a web?
In
a way?
Well, now that for a long time it
can I
was like
see it?
that. No, right now? You want to see it right now? Like on live? We'll save that for a Facebook Live.
That'll be a paywall.
Cheyenne, it's okay. You can laugh. They know you're here.
If you want to see Becky's double shelf.
If you want to see my double-decker toilet tank, let me know.
I can think of so many things.
No, I
You
had
could
a
probably
nice
shoot marbles with it.
I had a doily on it,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
for when I have Taco Bell and it's on fire. It's a little
Oh,
fireplace.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, now that I'm older, like I grew out of it, it kind of the scar tissue went away.
Yeah.
Like it's normal again.
Was it just like a big keloid kind of situation?
I don't know if just like the skin, like because it was literally a open wound. Like they had to shut it.
Yeah.
So like I think they just shut it too well, and it just grew out instead of
You poor
growing
woman.
together. I've had a hard life.
You had such a hard life.
I've had a hard life. No, like
Not many people can say that they had gangrene and didn't have a body part cut off, which I guess you did. You did lose your tail.
I didn't have a tail.
I have an idea who started it.
Who?
Thinking of the people that I know that were probably in that
I think
class.
I know who started it. We're friends now, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say her name because you know. But girl, smell it. Oh, spell it. She said. I thought she said smell it. I was like, how do I smell it? Okay, it starts with a C and ends with a Elsie.
Oh. Oh.
Girl, did you start that rumor? Because if you did,
There's so many of
find
those.
you. I'll get you. I know all of them. All of
C and ends with an LC. Oh my
I
god.
left out one letter. They don't know. Anything could go there. Could be a T. It's Elsie. You don't know. It could go anything. There could be a whole word
Are you
between
speaking in
that.
tongues again?
I'm gonna get smited.
Schmoten.
Schmoted.
Schmeated.
So we have
Schmooted.
What?
Schmoot.
Schmoot.
You have been schmooted.
I don't like that. That sounds stupid. That sounds like when we when we were all those little emo kids.
I'm sorry.
And we made everything like that's what that sounds like. You schmooted. I'm schmechy. You know, like all that bullshit.
Let me schmoot you.
Yeah, like fuck off. That gives me the ick.
My IQ is like 132, and if you call me stupid again, I'm going to show you who's stupid.
Do you want to fight in front of
We'll
everyone?
fight right now.
Cheyenne, get the bell.
Make sure you turn on the video. We can make money off of this.
True. Get the pudding out of the back of the car. There's a kiddie pool in the back seat.
The blow-up pool.
Yeah, we'll go. You just got to stick one leg out.
And we get those big bop it fists.
No.
Oh,
Bare
just raw
fists.
dog it?
Bare fist. I prefer it raw.
Dirty to me.
Do you prefer bratwurst or kielbasa?
Bratwurst.
Ugh. Okay. Yeah. We have scary stories again today, don't we? Don't you have a scary story?
I have the worst.
The worst?
Yeah. I got so scared the other day. Like, I literally had to go stand over a mirror and check things out.
Yeah.
But let me tell
I
you.
made a TikTok about it, actually.
You ever have those dreams, like, whenever you lose all your teeth? It felt the same way.
My teeth crumble. It's a stress dream.
Yeah. It's
This is a stress dream for you? Is this normal?
I think it was a stress dream, but I don't dream often anymore. So now I'm really worried that it's going to
BPD.
happen like a Laffy Taffy. But anyways.
You were supposed to bring me Laffy Taffy.
Fuck.
Oh, well. Anyway, tell your dream.
Anyways, I had a nightmare the other night.
About what?
I was... It scared me so bad, and I hate laughing because it's going to take the seriousness away. But I was seriously so scared. But anyways, it's hard to get the words out. It was so scary.
Are you that traumatized?
Yeah, I'm really like, if that actually happens, y'all, I know there's probably surgery for it. But anyways, so I stand up.
Yeah, there is, actually. It's called a rejuvenation. If this gives you any inclination as to what's coming.
I had this terrible nightmare. And I stood up and my labia was dragging the floor. It was halfway down my leg, just one side. It wasn't both. It was just one lip. It was lopsided.
left that out. You didn't tell me it was just one side. You said it was the whole thing. I just thought it was this herd of cocks.
Very light detailed what I sent you. But I'd gotten up out of bed and Colby was already in the kitchen. And I got up out of the bed and as I'm coming down the hallway, there was this slug trail following me.
It was wet too? Oh, it was slimy. Happy Pride.
I walk into the kitchen and Colby looks me up and down with the most gross
With your
face.
cock lips.
He was like, I can't do this anymore. So my two worst fears came true.
Your labia got huge and your husband left.
It was like I unrolled a toilet paper roll of roast beef. And you were the only one that I knew that would be awake, so I had to text you about it. I was so scared I stood over top of a mirror and I had to get my bifocals.
What is that stupid Brazilian, the meat that's on the skewer, the big tower of meat that they cut? Sandwich. Oh, my one ab hurt. You know, I didn't know you used your ankle bones to laugh, but clearly you do.
Yeah, that's the scariest thing to me. If my labia ever comes outside of the fupa, it's getting cut off.
If it flops up like over top of it, you know, because when I was a power lifter, which is probably what's wrong with my body now, and why
I just
I would
had a
just
thought.
crumble. What?
What if it was one of my hemorrhoids and not my labia? That was dragging the floor, and that's why Colby couldn't do it anymore. Because that's one thought that I'm going to have to get surgery, y'all.
Are your hemorrhoids that bad?
No, they're not. I'm dramatic, but I still have them, though. Childbirth is not for the weak, y'all.
You know, I saw a video.
That's my scary story for the day.
Oh my god.
And for anybody who has parts made that way, I'm not. I'm sorry. It's okay. You're great. You're beautiful, too.
You're valid. Do you roll it up? And do you roll it up and tuck it in?
Like a ham and cheese roll?
When I worked at Starbucks, you know the ham and cheese
You
thing?
have to untangle your tampon string with it.
You know you gotta find it first. You gotta go deep diving. You hold on. It's not over there. Gotta turn the page. It might be in the back of the library. I'm not sure. Woo. No, you know those ham things, ham and cheese croissants from Starbucks.
That reminds me of that long black train in Ravenna.
That's why those lips look like that, honey. If you own that train, that's the why-day dragon. Okay.
Okay.
No, but we called those ham and cheese rolls ham tunnels. And that's what that made me think of. A ham tunnel. We would be on the heads and be like, ham tunnel. Chocolate bread. Fucking Starbucks. I miss that place. I don't miss that place at all, actually. I miss the people. I don't miss the place. People are rude as fuck.
Do your labia hang low? Do it wobble to the floor? Can you tie it in the knot? Can you tie it in a bow? Do you roll it up like a ham roll?
Did it pick up dust as you walked behind you?
My dream did not include the actual dog hair that's on my floor. Sorry.
Could you imagine a dog?
Cheyenne's back here in the background.
I know.
Making noises, and she's not supposed to.
I know. You said you were going to be quiet. You've not been quiet once.
Cheyenne!
You need to listen to the last episode. We yell at you a lot. You're just part of this now. Sorry. Hate to break it to you. But yeah. So you pick up, do you use a lint roller? Like just you pat it with the tape? Or is it the brush too aggressive?
You definitely can't. I feel like you wouldn't be able to do anything with anything caught in there because it would stick.
Well, here, since you said that, do you want a story of mine to even it out?
I do.
Right. So this week I have to go to the doctor, right? Like I'm finally going for a wellness checkup after, and it is hard enough to get a gynecologist appointment in this state. Like it is, been trying to get this appointment since September. They finally got me. They've moved the appointment 3 times. Like I'm dying. I like hemorrhage once a month. Like it's not normal. I'm cut the bitch out. I need to go.
I
right?
support hysterectomies.
1,000%. And so but also, Amber has been on this waxing journey of hers. Okay. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I'm going to give you a Brazilian. I'm like, holla, I'm here for it. She's like, grow it out. I said, ugh.
Is the office going to know you as Bushy Becky?
Oh yeah, they are. They absolutely are. So no, she's told me to grow this shit out. Right. And I'm like, Amber, you got to get it off. Like we're full 70s. Like if the bass music was playing, like I can't eat, all that shit, and I'm gonna have to go get an ultrasound like that.
Yeah, you could probably get it a service animal certification. That emotional support fupa is actually an emotional support fupa. That hairy
growls.
If I can pet it.
If I can brush home and style it.
Girl, you need a service animal certificate to bring that shit anywhere.
I know. I'm sorry. For whoever my ultrasound tech is on Wednesday, girl, I'm sorry.
Listen, they're used to digging through the bushes.
It's bad. I'm going to have to part it for them.
We can get it braided.
I was like, Amber, I'm about to cut it with some damn scissors, bitch. I got to go in here and see people. They're going to have to look through my puss hole out my mouth. You get it shaped. No. She said, I ain't got time. Good luck.
Oh, my God.
I said, fuck. So, bitch ass, when you listen to this, I'm waiting.
Oh,
but I'll be embarrassed by the time. I'll have been embarrassed.
Felt brave. Might delete later.
No, absolutely will not. There's nothing wrong with body hair. It's too long.
What other kind of spooky stories you got to share?
Was that really? I thought you had one.
Oh,
You had a cousin one.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, no. So my spooky stuff, and it's much shorter than yours, so we'll let you go last.
Oh, okay.
I did, because, insomnia is fantastic. And I did a deep dive. Well, I fell into a hole, actually. It was completely... You know how my TikTok algorithm is nothing but, like, mentally disabled people, Down syndrome, and scary shit, right? And every now and then I'll get a cat video or something funny, but most of it's just concerning. But no, I found somehow I got on the Vatican TikTok. I don't know how. I don't know. I mean, I'm very interested in the Vatican. That's a fucked up place. Yeah. And after the deep dive that I did, it's a very fucked up place. Like, yeah. And it's scary and it's real, and that's what's scary about it is it's real.
It's like a real life Hunger Games situation, isn't it?
It's worse.
Well,
like, and obviously, like the things that I found, they're conspiracies. Why does the Vatican? I know why it popped up because I read the art. Why does the Vatican have a telescope that's more powerful than the Hubble? Why do they need that if they're a church?
They talk to God better that way.
No, they don't. Why do they need that?
Because they want to stick their whole head up God's asshole.
They certainly want to see it on a molecular level.
Yeah.
Supposedly they have proof that aliens exist. Which I believe. Yeah. I've seen shit that I can't explain.
Yeah. I watched all of Ancient Aliens, and that's
my hair looks like that man's on Ancient Aliens.
Sometimes it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine too.
Listen, Peanut Gallery. Okay.
But I've been told mine looks like Jack White, though.
Yeah.
Whenever it's nice.
No, now that you said that color looks really good. Now that I'm like, really, it's in the light. She dyed her hair. But, so they have proof supposedly that aliens exist, which I believe that.
Yeah.
So, like, I guess the main basilica of the and I want to go. I might get killed. So
go.
if I disappear after like saying all of this,
Yeah.
somebody takes it.
Where exactly is the Vatican? Could the lads get us in there?
It is its own city. Like, it's a country.
Okay.
Like, the Vatican is its
Is that
place.
close to our lads? Are they over
It's
there
in
somewhere?
Italy.
Oh, okay.
It's
But that's
near
not
Rome.
too far away from them, though.
Lads, go get it.
We could go see the lads and do a podcast with them, and then go over to the Vatican. Just take a whole tour.
Unless they assassinate me before then.
The lads are going to kill you, or the Vatican?
No, the Vatican.
Oh, I would bet on that one.
Probably, yeah. Probably that, yeah. I don't know, the lads might.
They haven't killed the dudes at Oak Island yet, though, and they've been telling a lot of secrets on the Vatican as they dig up shit on their property.
That's fair.
So
right?
I think you're
there's a lot of weird shit going on in the Vatican. What are y'all doing?
Yeah, they're in
Quit
everything.
It. Y'all have been bad since the beginning of time. Quit it.
Yeah.
Stop it. Why is the Lucifer statue behind the Pope?
That's a good question.
It takes up the whole room.
He's beautiful.
He is beautiful.
Yeah.
Supposedly, he lives in the Vatican.
Oh, yeah?
It's very deep. See, that's the thing. The basilica, like the main temple, it goes 5 stories beneath that. It's filled with dead bodies.
Like hell on earth.
Over 2,000 years of dead bodies are underneath it.
I've watched a couple of documentaries, but they don't go into like detail as to why really those, other than they're like royalty, aren't they? Or something down there.
There's all sorts of shit down there.
Like hierarchies and all that shit.
Well, it's people that have been made. So like, the saints and all that shit. Well, the saints are in the churches, but no, they've got all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
Everything.
And vampires.
And then the Vatican archives, like, somebody let me loose in there. I mean, you can kill me afterwards. That's fine. Just let me read it.
Yeah. That's what our Make-A-Wish will be.
So them bitches are down there doing some shit, and I want to know what it is.
Well, what'd you find out? What's spooky about it?
Well, like, it's more, I think it's scary. Like, it's concerning, scary to me. Like, because the hole that I fell in, I don't even know how deep it went. I don't know where.
Into anything.
Yeah, I shouldn't even be standing up. But, like, just the fact, well, they had involvement with the Nazis. Right? Like they're never found guilty for anything at all. There's somebody always there to cover it up.
Yeah.
And they're known sex trafficking. Like that's known.
I can see that.
Known drug trafficking.
And drugs?
Drugs. And that's like the video that I watched, it was like, I think like some 5,000 pounds of something, like drugs, like all sorts of shit showed up there, but nobody would claim it. But then all of a sudden, like 2 specific people stepped up and like they were the scapegoats, and the whole place knew about it, but nobody wanted to come forward. Like they're doing some shady shit. Like, and everybody knows what the fucking priests are doing.
Yeah.
Y'all have an affinity for little boys.
That's weird.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
That's scary to me. These people have influence.
And the whole way they're like,
they run our fucking everything. Like, and like, I guess this is supposed to be the last pope. And like, there's like all these prophetic things that are like coming true, that it's like and
they're probably
it's insane.
doing themselves.
Well, and like, I think the video that kind of really got to me, the word, and I'm not a doomsdayer. Like, you know what?
The way that people dig into that, I'd rather not know.
Just blow me up. I don't care. I'm fine. I don't need to. I'm not going to eat my cat. I'm not going to eat my parents. Like, just blow me up. It's fine.
If I survived it, I'd eat some weird shit, though.
I feel like it would. And with my luck, I would survive it. I'd
chop your legs off like Lieutenant Dan and
I'd
along with me.
Yeah, and I'd be sitting there miserable with a mustache because I can't take my thyroid medication anymore. Pissed off with ice cream. Lieutenant Dan! And you're just shoving it in my face. We both know it.
Yeah.
Just push me off the edge of a boat.
We'd go at the same time.
We'll just hold on to each other.
Yeah.
Jack.
Yeah.
I'll never let go. You know what else I found out? That it's not a door. In the Titanic, she's not on a door.
What is she on?
The top of the doorway. It's like the arch.
Oh.
And I got to looking at it. I'm like, oh, that ain't a door, is it?
Maybe
My
that's
whole
why
my
Jack
whole
couldn't
life's
do it.
ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah, look it up. I'm dead ass. The look that we just got. But yeah, it's not a door at all.
Are you sure that's not one of those like Mandela effect things?
Yeah, I looked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had several videos on it. It's not a hidden thing. But yeah, the Vatican is terrifying to me.
Anybody in power, that much
religious
power.
power is frightening.
It is.
And like Catholics have such a not everybody's, one bad apple spoil the whole bunch, whatever.
No.
But like it's just
Yeah.
come on,
Mhm.
y'all. Like it's some of these conspiracies, like they kind of line up. Like,
yeah.
and the amount of power and money that they have, you're a church.
It is strange, and
Very.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think they're doing some shiesty shit.
They are.
Like they're the interview person that I watched was like comparing them. Well, because like they've got the grimoire, the book of grimoire, there, which is supposedly like what they use when they sell their souls. Like it's got black magic, like all sorts of stuff in it, and they've been reading out of it. Like they recently opened it.
Yeah. I would say their grimoire, if they have a book that goes across history, is probably rather large. And the thing about a grimoire, and that's what I fucking hate whenever people talk about magic shit, because it's always some kind of negative.
And it's usually misguided.
But I mean, like every single church uses magic. The Bible is a grimoire.
Prayer is manifestation. I hate
Yeah.
to break it to you.
The Bible itself is a grimoire. And it's been passed down, and
It's the widely accepted one.
yeah. So whenever you say the Vatican has a grimoire, I'm like, of course they would. They do all kinds of spells on a daily basis. Why wouldn't they? But then the immediate, it's black magic. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm sure it is because it's the fucking Vatican and they're weird as fuck. And
yeah. I watched V for Vendetta.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's my favorite movie.
It's so good, isn't it? I could see that. I want to get that grimoire though. I wonder.
There's censored versions of it that are available, but the original text has never been put in print. I looked. I can access the dark web.
Yeah.
I know how.
Can you see it if you go visit the Vatican?
I think they have it like displayed. It's in a case.
In
Or
a
something. I don't. It may not be. I might be wrong about that, but I want to say it might be. But girl, them pages ain't got no dust on them because they turning them.
Yeah.
Somebody is going in there, putting it on its bookshelf, and reading it at night with a nightlight.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd say
Hubbity bubbity in front of everybody.
Hubbity bubbity.
They're in there
Hibbity
talking in
boppity
tongues.
boo.
Well, I guess they don't talk in tongues. That's the Pentecost. But yeah, so the Vatican's scary to me. It's probably nothing compared to your actual ghost story, but that's what I fell into.
Well, my cousin sent me another banger.
A banger?
And it's been a minute since I read it.
Would that be the same as hankering?
I got a hankering. You can't say it with a G.
I can say it
It
however I
should
want.
not
You
have
scolded
a G.
Cheyenne, not me.
It's hankering. You don't say hankering.
I have a hankering.
I have a hankering.
I have a hankering.
I have a hankering.
Or a biscuit.
Biscuit.
You went full white for a second and then right back down into the possum.
Yeah.
Or was it all my South Carolina friends? They'd tell me that I speak in cornbread.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. South Carolina's pretty like marbles in your mouth.
Oh yeah,
They
are.
Down to the water.
The water.
Go on down there. Down to the water.
God, the notorious North Charleston accent.
All right, so forgive me if I stumble. We all know I'm going to. Anyways.
That sounds like a song. Forgive me.
We should
like
make
3 Doors Down. Forgive me if I stumble. You know, like. Somebody hit me up. I want some studio time. Perfect. Platinum.
We can pander to all those.
Call Kim Petras.
tattoos.
Throat goat.
Throat goat.
Jeez. Christ on a stick. Hit it.
One summer when I was about 18 or 19 years old, My sister was still in grade school. My mom was looking for a house to rent. She located a house that was conveniently located close to her dad's home. So we decided to go and take a look at the house and then go to our papa's for the day. So we decided to go and take a look at the house and then go to our papa's for a day of swimming and a nice little cookout. We hopped into the PT Cruiser.
What color was it?
I think it was maroon.
Oh, yeah. I was hoping it would. That stupid eggplant color.
It might have been black. I don't know.
Oh, I was hoping it was the eggplant.
I can't remember. I remember the PT Cruiser, though. Jesus, I lost my spot again. You're gonna have
Sorry, I'll quit talking. It's my fault.
We hopped into the PT Cruiser and we decided to take it to the car wash. The car was washed and waxed. The PT Cruiser was black and shined very pretty. I knew it was a dark color. Once we completed that task, we went on out into the country towards Newby, Kentucky. The house was up a hill that seemed to never end, and it had a driveway made of dirt and gravel. We finally reached the top of the hill and parked alongside a big, white 2-story house. It had a cellar. It was built many years ago in the days of slavery.
Ugh.
We hopped out of the car and walked around the house, and there sat a smaller building in the yard that looked as old as time. Probably an old slave house, which made me instantly saddened by the fact. We continued into the side door and began to view the home. It was beautiful, but it had a heavy and sad feel to it. We continued to walk around, and we saw the master bedroom, of which would have been Mom's room, and then upstairs we went. The steps going up the stairs felt like we were walking into another dimension. It was like the Amityville horror house. Jesus. Horror house.
Amityville horror house. Yeah.
The steps themselves was like walking into an attic, but once we made it up the steps, there was a small open space, then a room to the left and a room to the right, which would have been mine and my sister's rooms. Upon investigating the rooms, we found a closet that was connected to both rooms, which was pretty cool because we decided if we got scared, we could just cross the closet into each other's rooms easily. Thinking back on it, it was weird that we were already planning to be afraid, but we just felt the energy and knew something was off. We seem to be able to do things like that, spiritually or whatever you want to call it. My family and I are full of sensitives. The ability to pick up on energies and things. We have been since we were small, but the thing is, when we were together in situations like these, the energy is a lot more intense, as though we were connecting with something even stronger than if we were alone. Anyway, imagine standing in a small, hot-ass area, like a small walkway and with double windows in between.
Ew. Yeah, I feel that. Those are gross.
Looking out the window and noticing something odd on the wall. The wall was dirty, but there was something more. A small handprint randomly on the wall itself.
It's always a damn kid.
A dirty handprint, like a child
dirty
playing in the
bitch.
dirt.
Sick of these fucking children.
Sick of these fucking kids.
They ain't
Come get your kids, God.
They ain't got no damn daycare in spirit world.
No.
Like, fuck. You can't drop them off.
You can't drop them
They're
off.
down here getting in my fucking yard.
Uncle Ezekiel, come get your kids.
Cabs here.
Cabs here.
T-shirt time. Gem tan laundry.
Lord.
Anyway, sorry.
A dirty handprint, like a child playing in the dirt and then stuck its hand to the wall, which was white and filthy, that kind of thing.
I guarantee you didn't clean it either.
We were hearing random things throughout the house and banging outside, which was fine, except there was no one else there but my mom, my sister, and myself, and we were all together while the noises were taking place. After spending some time looking around and imagining how we would set up furniture, we decided to go on and venture over to Papa's. We walked outside and got to the car. I was drained and hot and just wanted to get in the car with some air conditioning. My little sister started talking about the car and how it was so dirty and noticed stuff on the back of it, and I ignored her, being annoyed and hot. I didn't even stop to look at, as I stated, I just wanted to get in the car with some air conditioning. As we pulled into Papa's...
She had swamp ass.
Yeah, probably. It runs in the family.
Get that anti-monkey butt powder. It works wonders.
As we pulled into Papa's and as we were getting out of the car, I walked around the trunk to get our swimming stuff out, and I noticed that my sister was talking about there were handprints all over the trunk and around the sides of the PT Cruiser.
God.
They were different sizes, adults, children's, I mean everywhere.
The whole fucking family got off the bus. Quit.
My sister, she seen it first, and I ignored her until that moment. I was just in total disbelief of what I was looking at. I was looking at something that we could not explain. It was as if people had been trying to figure out what the hell a car was and how to open it. And that's exactly what it looked like. Now, I don't know. It could have been nothing, but the fact that we had took the car and had it washed and waxed clean, then the handprint upstairs on the walls, then the handprints all over the trunk and the sides of the back doors, that shit was creepy.
Is this still the house in Irvin that the other?
No, this one's in Newby.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You said that.
Evidently, the ghosties follow them around.
Are you sure they're not just attachments?
They could be. Now
Call the Catholics.
Call the Catholics. The Vatican would know.
Well, they've done over 10,000 exorcisms, apparently.
Interesting. It's never good whenever I want to try to do it in the microphone.
No, they're always sad.
They're just little, like, puff farts, but in burp form. The little...
Fart. Oh no! Stop.
Lord.
Huffalump. Finish it.
Needless to say, we did not ever go back to that house. We told Papa about it, and he didn't seem too surprised as he stated, it was just Haints messing around. And for those who don't know what a haint is, here's the definition. A haint is an old southern word for a type of ghost or evil spirit, and is derived from the word haunt.
I never would have picked that up. I never would have.
Never.
You know, down in South Carolina, well, it's not just South Carolina.
Did you know I was like 15 whenever I figured out the word holler was hollow? Did you know it's hollow, not
I did.
holler?
I said hollow for a long time because I didn't want
You're
to
fucking
say
cunt.
holler. Yeah, I did. No, I hid my accent for a long time because people made fun of me for it.
Oh, yeah?
When I moved away, yeah. Yeah, I had my customer service voice was the top tier.
Ew.
No, and like sometimes it would slip out, especially like when I was at work.
Yeah.
And somebody would always comment on it. They're like, "Oh my God, where are you from? You're so cute." Every fucking Karen in Charleston. You just said, "Could you talk to me? If I give you my number, will you leave a voicemail?" You know how many times I got that? So I quit. I did it for a long time. And now I don't care.
I'm all right with being cute. Sorry, you're not.
Well, it wasn't even. It was more of the fact that it was embarrassing because she's screaming it over a speaker in a drive-through.
I was embarrassed to be from where I was from for the longest time.
Yeah.
I'm not anymore, though.
I'm not anymore.
Yeah.
No. And like I knew that I wasn't afraid or wasn't ashamed of where I was from when I got really, really angry when I brought my ex home with me one time and she told me that I lived in a shithole.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was so offended by that. Like, Berea is my shithole.
Did you take her on a drive through Jackson County and ask her what she really thought a Kentucky shithole looked like?
Well, no, because no.
Not like all the way into Jackson County. It's pretty cute.
No, and the first time she was here, she was in Lexington. That's the sad part.
Really?
Yeah.
There are some parts in Lexington that are
we were not
shitholy.
in the shitty part. She's
Yeah.
just a piece of shit. So
She was just trying to hate it here so you'd never come back home.
that's 100,000.
Yeah.
And yeah, she wanted to completely separate me from my family,
Mm-hmm.
anybody that cared about me, so she could manipulate me. So, but that's a different story for a different day.
That's another spooky
That's a
story.
whole different spooky. Yeah, that whole relationship is a spooky story.
The bitches and haints of witches past.
Oh my
Or
God.
wenches past.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
But yeah, so that's all I got.
Yep, I'm done.
Yeah, Holla.
Okay, bye.
Bye.